Intentionality and measured actions are important. Love benefits from honesty, money from careful planning, and a social life from selective engagement.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Don Rumor Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
Capricorn, let's take a look at your social life this week. Selective connections and professional alliances. Social interactions are favorable when purposeful. Networking or group projects could open doors, especially in professional or educational circles. Avoid overcommitting socially. Your energy is best spent on meaningful engagements rather than casual gatherings. Don, what do you have?
Let's see what we have. First card out, Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Okay. What's the story here? What is the story? Why don't you want to get out there? Why are you... This is one of those weeks where they have that energy. They're fighting. They kind of want to be curmudgeons and they kind of want to stay inside and be a hermit, you know? And they're fighting against that because and I'm not sure whether they're fighting, and the next few cards will tell us this, but I'm not sure whether they're fighting to stay in or fighting to go out. I don't know. So the next card out is that Devil card. Yeah, they're kind of in a funky mood. They're just in a funky kind of leave me alone, go away, let me whine and cry over here or whatever. It's just kind of like a very funky kind of low energy mood. And so they have to shake themselves out of it. Again, if they really, like, okay, I really don't want to go out. I just want to be in my funk for a while. The next card out is a Three of Pentacles. And so they're going to have some friends. They're going to have to shake them out of this and say, hey, wake up, get your stuff in order, come on out and play a little bit, let it go, have some fun. It's interesting too, because I don't sense that this is the funk isn't really a bad thing in that sense. It's not as though they're going through a bad experience or they're having a bad moment. It's just that they're in a funk. They're just in a funk. So again, that's what friends are for. Their friends will tell them, hey, we're going to help you get out of your funk, and they can get out of the funk easily. And then ultimately they do actually. This is the King of Rods, so they do get out and they overcome their funk, and they get out and they spend some time. So they will, on the social side, your week starts off where you're in a bit of a place where you don't want to do something. By the end of the week, you'll be fine. You'll be out and you'll be doing it, and you're glad you did. And that's about all I got. I don't see anything amazing, exceptional in that sense, but I do see the fact again that they just have to get over their funk and they'll be fine. Yeah.
And networking or projects might open doors. So,
if you just maybe, and who knows, maybe the project or whatever itself is what gives, and maybe they feel like they're lost or something, and then maybe the project, when it comes along, says, hey, that's something I can get into. And so again, maybe it gives them that boost to get out there and do something. While we're doing projects, though, folks, you can you can help us project forward. You like the way I use that word in two ways? Okay. You can project forward, helping us grow our channel, and that's by hitting that subscribe button in the lower right hand corner of your screen. We call it the love button. Show us some love. And that's the ticket for getting a reading, is just hitting that subscribe button. So if you do that, you help us grow our channel. If you are on Sonoran Mystic Tarot channel, which is mine, please pop over to Your Love Goddess and do the same thing over there. If you are on Miss Bonnie's channel, which is Your Love Goddess, please pop over to Sonoran Mystic Tarot, which is mine, and join the family by hitting that subscribe button. And additionally, pop over to Cards and Constellations and do the same thing. We appreciate you being here. We really do. Send us a message, leave us some comments. And while that happens, while you're thinking about doing that, we're going to give you a little more content. First financial, and then after that, some love. What you got for financial stuff on the astrology side, Miss Bonnie?
Okay, for money, practical assessment and cautious investment. Financial decisions should be approached methodically. This is a good week for reviewing the budget, savings, and long-term investments. Avoid the risky ventures and double-check details before signing agreements. A small opportunity for supplemental income can arise midweek, but evaluate it carefully against your long-term goals. Keep a clear spreadsheet of or a journal of income and expenses, because clarity now pays off later. Don, what do you see?
First card out was the Page of Cups. Okay. Second card out, Three of Pentacles. Third card out, King of Rods. And the fourth card out is the Five of Pentacles. When you're looking at money, I like this because when that Page of Cups comes in, the Page of Cups is, again, bringing in, you know, a new, happier kind of energy around finances. So something is happening. Lord have mercy, I almost lost all the cards there. Something is happening in your financial picture. Are you getting a rebirth in reference to a bump in income? Or are you seeing something happening where your energy shifting around money? There's something coming in, and it's interesting here because I'm picking up like a third party. So if you are a couple, don't be surprised if your spouse is the one who actually is getting the raise or the promotion or even potentially a new job. This is it's news to you, but it's going to affect you directly by somebody who, again, is whom you turn to for advice and support. So but it's going to help you, which is wonderful. So this is why I'm getting a spouse. If you're in a relationship, that person's the one who's going to see the economic bump that indirectly benefits you, which is wonderful. And you know what's interesting here, Miss Bonnie? It's just kind of, I don't understand. I don't know the sign well enough to make it a statement, but it's fascinating. Is that there's a little bit of jealousy that comes with this. Because that person, maybe you've been wanting a raise, or maybe you've been wanting a promotion, or maybe even a new job, and they got it. And so part of you feels a little bit guilty because the grass is greener. You're thinking, oh my God, I can't believe this. So part of you is a little bit guilty because you're feeling a little bit of envy in the fact, you're thinking, why them, not me? And especially for somebody whom you love so much. But that's a natural feeling because you're thinking, you know, I've been working for this myself for so long. Let yourself have that emotion. Let yourself go through that. It doesn't take away from their response, but never tell them that, by the way. Don't put that out there. But at the same time, you know, go ahead and process that, because, you know, it is part of that thing. It's like, you know, I think if you're competitive, if you're somebody who's trying to make a way in the world, part of that is competitive, and you like to be competitive. So experience that. It's natural, but don't let it get you into a space where you're feeling, you know, resentment. That's not good. And then ultimately, I love this. It's a strong card. It's going to put this whole situation is going to put you into a stronger place moving forward. So your financial picture is getting better. So celebrate that fact. That's the important key right there.
Absolutely. Small opportunity for supplemental income can arise midweek. Just be careful.
Yep. Yeah, and sometimes,
right.
I mean, let me throw this out. Sometimes in a relationship, you can be somebody who loves to share a lot. Again, if you're having that feeling with that, like the resentment, you know, a little bit of resentment because don't share that. Don't look at my face. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Look at my face. Don't do it. No, don't do it. No.
Because this is one thing that you cannot take it back once you said it. You cannot.
Not good.
No.
All right. Well, let's get over to the love section here. For the moon this week, we start off with the last quarter in Cancer on the 13th. Now, that's when we celebrate all of our success and the end of a project, and then we turn away and we look for the next new moon. Now, to find out what we're celebrating, we got to go all the way back. And we go back to the new moon, which occurred in Cancer on July 17th of 2023. Then the first quarter was on April 15th of 2024. And that's when you did all of the work. And then the full moon began this January 13th of 2025. And that's when you made any changes. So now let's go into the void of course. On the 14th, the void of course begins at 5:04 a.m. Mountain Standard Time until 10:47 a.m. when it goes into Leo. On the 16th, it begins at 5:05 a.m. and goes until 6:06 p.m., and then it enters into Virgo. On the 18th, it begins at 9:10 p.m. until the 19th at 4:02 a.m. when it goes into Libra. Well, let's get over to the love section here. Deepening bonds and emotional clarity. Relationships require attentiveness and clear communication this week. If you're partnered, honest discussions about expectations and responsibilities will strengthen your connection. If you're single, you may feel drawn to someone who shares their goals and values, but initial impressions can be deceiving. Take time to observe consistency. Slow and steady gestures of care will make a bigger impact rather than grand, impulsive displays. All right, Don, what do you have?
Oh my goodness. You like the way it sounded? Oh my, that was kind of nice, right? Even the tone was good. If you are single this week, you are loving me right now. So listen closer, turn the volume up because you want to hear this. You know, send it out to your friends because you want to tell them, look what's coming for me this week, because you're going to share this out. Hit that share button and let me know, right? Because we got a knight in shining armor. Look at this. The Knight of Pentacles is coming to visit. So I don't care if you're male or female, or if you like same sex, opposite sex, I don't care. Your knight in shining armor is coming in this week. And they are ones that fit every bit of the criteria. Look at this. This is the pentacle. This is a myriad of things. This is money, happiness, joy, whatever. Oh my goodness, someone's Mr. Right, Mrs. Right, and I'm not talking right now, I'm talking right, period, is coming through. So open up, get yourself out there, make sure you are letting people know you are available this week, because you are truly available this week to take this energy. I'm loving it. Oh, look at this, and look at that. You're meeting maybe at a party, you're going to meet them, or no matter what, you're going to be very happy that you, this is like, your heart's going to go pity patter, and whatever the hell they used to say that, whatever it is, pity pat, I don't know. The point is you're going to go, you're going to see sky, stars, and rockets, and everything else. This is such a week. I'm telling you, this is a strong week. Oh my Lord. And look at this King of Cups, the happiness, the strongest happy card in the deck is going to be there. So it's like, you know, this person is going to bring you that joy, that feeling of a kid again. You're going to feel like your heart, you know, fluttering a little bit, the little butterflies, you know what I'm saying? This person is really going to rock your world. They're going to really intrigue you in a way you haven't been intrigued in a long time. And look at this. You're feeling like a young kid again, just like a young little child again. They're bringing that little child playfulness in you, not total child, if you know what I'm saying, like the youthful energy of new love and new excitement and new fun. Oh my goodness. And look at this. I love it because they're also, this is the Pentacles. This is something that's going to bring balance to your life, and it's also going to bring you contentment. I mean, this is amazing. For those of you who are coupled, this had nothing to do with you. So sorry, but you ain't getting nothing from me this week, because this is so much energy for those who aren't coupled. And I'm telling you, those who aren't coupled, man, you need to be out and about this weekend, this week and into the weekend, because the right one is coming. This is it. And that should be the name of this video, Miss Bonnie, right there. This is it. This is it. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it says that they may feel drawn to someone, obviously.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and they don't come often like this. Believe me, folks, I read a lot, and this kind of reading does not come often. This is very rare, and that's why I was so excited to read it, because I'm like, man, I love giving good love advice, because it's not always the case with me, as you know.